But there is some complex pieces of it. We have to, number one, know my numbers and what they are. Number two, have clarity. Number three, be committed. And number four, the magic piece here is have some accountability behind it, stacked into it.
Hey, this is Blake Sloan. I've been selling real estate over 14 years. Our team of highly trained professionals, along with our unmatched marketing, has sold thousands of homes here in the Myrtle Beach area, and this is how we do it.
This number two, separate. What are the top three projects, discipline, skills that you need to implement by end of year? Call my past clients, right? Make sure I touch base with all my past clients. Wish them happy holidays, whatever it is in that scenario. The skills or disciplines can be, I'm up by 6 a.m. every morning, right? What are the top three things that you want to make sure you use this time and opportunity to implement?
What do you mean by projects?
So a project would be like, I'm touching base on all my past clients and doing things for my past clients. For us,
video testimonials would be one, right?
Yep, video testimonials.
Gifts to past clients, like thank you letters, stuff like that.
Handwritten thank you cards to past clients. It's a time whenever there's some free space, I want to use it proactively to create leverage. For some of you that don't have a whole lot of past clients, and hey, I'm going to get my ass up at 6 a.m. no matter what. Right? Make sure I'm empowered, going to the gym, whatever it is. What's the one thing you're going to make sure you implement to help offset the chaos and the distractions that most people face with? Number three, what are the three things that I'm going to commit to have the strongest mindset that I've ever had? Three things that I'm going to commit to have. I want you to write strongest, not stronger, not strong, strongest, capital EST, mindset I've ever had. Why is that important, you think, for now?
Because we have that mental fortitude that you were talking about earlier.
It gives them mental fortitude when it's needed the most, when the distractions are highest, when the chaos is the highest, when the issues are highest, right? When the letdowns are highest. It's going to allow me to make sure that I'm here prepared to make sure I'm focused on keeping what my commitments were. Okay? When I have adversity, when I have issues, right? It's going to be an emotional roller coaster regardless of what happens election-wise. Right? It's also going to be a lot of things going on between Thanksgiving, Christmas, and that whole period. And that could be anything like, hey, is there a book that you like that helps with that, right? Some David Goggins stuff. Whatever it is that may help. I'm making sure I'm doing three things that help me have the strongest mindset I've had. Jordan Belfort would be super good over that too. Going to the gym, making sure I go to the gym 5 days a week. Make sure I sign up for the gym. Whatever it is, it's very important to make sure that you guys are protecting the mindset before the shit happens. I'm investing in my ATM, my bank balance of my mindset when? Before I need it. Okay? Super important. I make a commitment to go back and complete one of the Andy Elliott courses. I make a commitment to go back and complete one of the Jordan Belfort courses during this time period when I'm making sure I'm getting better. So now I make sure I have something to commit to, that I train for, that when I train my body, I'm training my mind. Right? Something that you're able to push for that's outside your comfort zone that makes you get out from the same old minutia that you've been doing. Because as chaos comes, you always revert where? To your lowest denominator, lowest really standard overall. It always happens to everybody getting under massive stress. What they do? Just enough. Right? Some don't do anything, they shut down, which is how you get killed in life. What are my three non-negotiables to make sure these happen? So, what would that look like? Well, I'm committed to the days I'm working, I'm here at the huddle on time. Right? I'm committed to being in the office X amount of days a week. I'm committed to being at the office every day except whatever holidays are pre-planned. And you make that decision ahead of time so that when the time comes, guess what? The decision's already made. And that decision is made ahead of feelings. You guys with me on this? What gets all these people is it gets to this time when everyone gets this mindset or this feeling, when everyone around you kind of slows down, then all of a sudden what happens to you? You naturally slow down, right? And this feeling, what kills everyone during this time of year is one word: apathy. It's deadly. From a success standpoint, it's hard to get back out of, and it's hard to dig yourself back out of. And you guys saw September nationally had the lowest sales since 2010. 2010, right? It's 14 years. And so that's one of the things that if the market is in that place where a lot of people are going to have to get out the market because sales are down, I have the opportunity to capture market share because I understand mindset. And as other agents take the foot off the pedal, I'm going to double down and capture that extra deals to make sure I can make it through it. You guys with me on that? Like, you have to work a little harder when things are a little slower. That's how you win the game. And then as things pick back up, the ones that get washed out leave more opportunity for you, so your reward is exponential on the back end. But you have to be able to play the long game. And you have to have delayed gratification. Ask yourself this question, right? It's how much accountability do I need with this plan? And who's going to help me? What do I have? Well, the best way to do that is to have what? A swim buddy. What's a swim buddy do? Make sure you don't drown. Right? They're there to do what? To check on you, to make sure you're there. And so you have that scenario in the military, right? A lot of times, I think Navy SEALs do that. They have a swim buddy. And that person's there to obviously, number one, keep your mindset, keep you from freaking out when you're in the water for so long and hours. We had it with a warrior. And they're there to, two, number one, make sure you don't drown. And so part of that with our value of our team and our culture here is you have someone you can say, look, man, let's be accountability partners. If I don't show up and honor my word, I'm giving you permission to do what? Call me out on it. But that person has to have your commitment and your desire to be held accountable for it to work. Right? How much better you feel about your life and your business in January when you have a stacked pipeline of people who are looking to buy or sell. But there is some complex pieces of it. We have to, number one, know my numbers and what they are. Number two, have clarity. Number three, be committed. And number four, the magic piece here is have some accountability behind it stacked into it. And here, have that and say, look, here's my commitment. Here's what I'm committed to doing. Hold me accountable to it. But the best way is have one of your buddies in here. If you don't have a buddy, just ask whoever sits closest to you and say, hey, let's do it. Here's what my commitment is. What's your commitment? Give me a copy of it. And there's power in just making sure that you can declare and have declaration in what your commitment is.